thick, sexy and orgasmic. Just a few words I'd use to compare myself to the latest figures from the Jazwares Vault. As today's Spartans, we're reviewing the World of Halo's scale Jerome, Kelly, Grunt Major and ODST. These figures are hot off the presses from the Jazwares Vault, a site dedicated to offering figures in seductive collector grade packaging. Jazwares haven't been selling Halo figures off the shelf for a while now, so the Vault is the only place to get new Halo releases. It's like a crack house for Halo merch. I've criticised Jazwares many a times in the past for their dreadful care to any country outside of the US, where us peasants in the UK and the rest of the world only received a measly handful of figures. But I am absolutely overjoyed to say that they now ship internationally from their online store and the Vault. This is cock-hardening stuff, my friends. This means that you can now grab all the Halo figures available from the Jazwares store, but there still might be some restrictions to where they ship, so make sure to double check you're on the list before you get too excited. First off, let's talk about the packaging of these beauties. Each of these boxes is an absolute masterpiece. Having this deep black highlighting all of our heroes in epic poses throughout is such an upgrade to the original packaging. But at $20 a pop, you can see exactly where the extra cost has gone, and that's right into this cardboard. The fun could have stopped here with the packaging, but they've gone the extra mile and given them a flipping door to reveal the figures inside. Now that is some good stuff. Obviously, if you've had any of the previous Vault figures, this presentation won't be a surprise at all, but it's riveting for me nonetheless. However, not everything is smooth sailing here, as some of these boxes have Velcro tougher than the adhesion, so they occasionally get ripped off. Each figure comes with 3 pieces: a weapon, a base to stand the figure up, and then the figure itself. The bases that I'm using throughout this video are from older sets, because you need to damage the living hell out of the packaging to remove them, and I just don't have the heart for that. Each figure boasts around 40 points of articulation. While this is really impressive for such small figures, you might still struggle to get them into all the epic poses that your mind can muster. Some feel tight, some feel loose, especially when the armour gets in the way. It's really going to limit what you can do. I've always struggled myself getting these into cool poses, so sometimes I've left them standing idle. Apart from the grunt, each of them have a standard pegging hole on their backs, allowing you to attach their weapons. Some are a little tight to thumb in, but they all work out quite well. A lot of the previous figures aren't as fortunate, so it really depends on what armour the character has on their back to whether it's going to pop in or not. I've had all sorts of issues in the past with Jazwares' consistency with their quality control, especially within the Spartan collection figures. But each of these 4 look perfect, with the attention to detail, and the paintwork is phenomenal. And I hope I haven't got really lucky here, and this is going to be the level of love and care that we can expect from Halo Jazwares figures going forward. But now let's take a quick look at each figure. Hailing from Halo 3 ODST, this is your typical no-name trooper, so no main character vibes here. This bad boy comes equipped with a reliable battle rifle. The attention to detail and texture on this guy is outstanding. The grey camo printing, red shoulders and UNSC symbol on the chest are top notch, and great little details which really make this figure stand out. And with a muddy wash applied all over, this guy looks like he's seen plenty of action. If you're looking to build a Halo diorama, you might want to pick up a few of these. I wasn't completely impressed with this when I first saw it, but now that I have it in hand, I have to say it's pretty darn good. The only woman I will let absolutely dominate me, we have Kelly wielding the Oathsworn shotgun. This figure boasts a pristine cold white paint job, free from any washes or grime, which really makes her armour stand out. The attention to detail is impressive, especially on the shotgun, where the rabbit emblem is clearly visible on both sides. Aside from the helmet, the figure features the Mark 6 Gen 3 Mjolnir armour, with her number proudly displayed on her chest. Kelly looks ready to take on the Banished. It's a shame she never made her way into Infinite. The funniest thing to shoot in the face, we have the Grunt Major with a plasma pistol. This little chap uses the same model as the one from the 20th anniversary set, and while I do appreciate new colour variations, I would have preferred the Halo 3 Grunt from Wave 5, which was extremely limited if it was ever released, because I never managed to get one. That said, I do prefer the paint job on this figure than the anniversary set. The dirty wash they've applied makes it look much more realistic. Though the plasma pistol is pretty neat, though there's nothing particularly outstanding about it. Finally, we have my favourite figure of the bunch, the fiery leader of Red Team, Jerome. This beast is absolutely breathtaking. It's 50-50 thanks to the hard work that Jazware have put into this figure, capturing all the detail, and of course the outstanding design of the Mark IV itself. We know he's the only acceptable character to ever replace Chief if it had to happen. The Spartan laser is synonymous with the character, and it's executed pretty well. Like all the other weapons, it's perfectly moulded and features some basic but effective paint applications. The small ODST decal on one side is also a nice touch. Jerome is undoubtedly the standout figure of this wave. And I'll give all of these figures a massive thumbs up. I've loved what Jazware have done so far with the Halo license, though the shipping has been annoying for the most part. But if I were to be completely honest, I think that I'm preferring these Vault drops than the normal releases that they used to do. Although most of these Vault drops have been leaked, the excitement and anticipation for the next drop is always thrilling. I just hope they start doing figures from the Spartan collection with the same awesome packaging as these, and hopefully releasing some of the older figures like the World of Halo Wave 5. And yes, more vehicles please. I would love to see a World of Halo scale Scorpion and Wasp, you know, throw in a Banshee and a Wraith as well. But there you have it. The next wave of Jazware is, to no surprise, pretty great. But what do you think? Have you picked these up yet? Or are you going to be giving them a miss? Let me know in the comments.